I'm Paul Kiesel, co-chair of the Open Courts Coalition. I want to thank you for taking your time for the next 3 minutes to hear why it is so important we adequately fund our justice system. Each of you took an oath when you became legislators to defend and support the Constitution of the state of California. The most effective way to support and defend the Constitution is to adequately fund our justice system.
The work you do in the legislature, what you bring to the governor to sign into law, is meaningless if there is no forum to enforce it.
If the courts are closing, then everyone, including businesses, small business persons and others, will be denied that opportunity to resolve their disputes.
A fully funded court system is essential to growing California's economy.
I want my colleagues in Sacramento, and with deep respect I urge this upon them, just remember, your obligation to the Constitution is to make sure that the courts of justice are open to all, from the poorest among us to the most successful.
This isn't a hypothetical. We're seeing the devastating effects of court cuts on our clients every day, from battered women unable to get their restraining orders, to seniors in foreclosure unable to get their day in court. This is real and it's happening now.
Without fully funding our court system to ensure equal justice for all in a timely fashion, one of the fundamental principles of our society and our democracy is severely threatened.
As I speak to the legislators about why we need funding for the court, let me just say that the court system is the most powerful protector of our freedom.
The priorities that we all face, all of us in a position of leadership, are varied and they are diverse. All of those issues ultimately, if not resolved at an earlier stage, end up in a courtroom where justice actually occurs on that issue. It is fundamental to our system of democracy.
We were with my mom at the time. My dad wasn't really a part of the family dynamic, and so she had gotten evicted from her apartment. She was unemployed, and then we had lived homelessly for about a year. My mom was overdosing on medication, prescription medication, that entire time. When I was 15, I met my lawyer, Josephine Franco, and I was able to feel comfortable enough to tell her that my mom was lying to social workers. The times we met were times in court, but when my case was closed, she did follow up with my case to ensure I was going down the right path.
The practical impact of what budget cuts have done is that the recommended number of clients for a child's attorney, the optimal number is 77 clients. The recommended maximum, based on a research study that was commissioned in 2008, is 188. In Los Angeles right now, children's lawyers have an average of 325 clients. Each individual judge is responsible for approximately 1,200 or 1,300 cases. It should be between 300 and 500. So what that translates to is when we go into court every day, we maybe have 5 minutes in front of the judge for a hearing that, according to national standards, should take an hour.
Now our court system is faced with a kind of piece-by-piece demolition because of these budget cuts. So I'm very hopeful that the legislature will act and restore the funding that's been cut, because without that, we are going to be a less safe place to live, and we deserve better. The people of California deserve better.
Justice delayed is justice denied. That's going to be the case in every one of our trial courts if we can't get adequate funding for the courts.